This is episode 518. And before we begin on the 9 secrets of peak performers, Happy New Year. I'm sure all of you are glad that this 2020 is done. It's gone. It's in the past. Let's not look over our shoulder. Let's look forward to 2021 and what it has to offer. There are some great, I love birthdays and New Year's because those are always a great time to sit back and reflect on all the accomplishments that you've had, and then look forward to the things that you want to take care of, your objectives. And I've been doing some really fun things with setting my goals. I have travel goals, I have adventure goals, physical goals, financial, relationship, and starting to put those together, and just really looking forward to kicking it in the butt. 2020, getting it out of here. Although there was a lot of good things that happened, I think we all know that it was a different way of accomplishing our goals. So with that, Happy New Year. And what better way to start the new year than to emulate what peak performers do? I mean, this is when we talk about goals, when we talk about anything in life, we want to perform at our absolute best, our peak performance. And so what I've done is I've looked at some 9 secrets of peak performers, looked at some of the behaviors through my years of coaching, through my own experience, through CrossFit, through others, and I've kind of put these 9 secrets together. So, what are the secrets of success? Do you need to be born with unique talents or special gifts? I mean, these are what people think is like, I was born in the wrong place. I was born in the wrong time. I was born the wrong color. I was born the wrong religion, whatever it might be. But luckily, success is rarely the result of anything you can't acquire in your adulthood, meaning that success is all really dependent on you, and peak performers achieve success on a regular basis. You can develop the daily habits, resiliency, and motivation you need to achieve your goals. And hopefully that's why you are listening to this podcast and perhaps even reading my blog posts. But these are all things that can be learned if you're willing to put the time and effort. And that's the thing is, peak performers, they do what it takes, right? They do what it takes to reach their goal. They know there's really no failure. The only failure is stopping. But the results they get tell them to correct and continue. But if you're willing to put in the time and effort, you can get anything done that you want to. So peak performers have many traits in common. And again, what we're going to do here is review 9 of them. So they have goals and review them daily. That shouldn't be any shock to you at all. I mean, this is one of the things that they have goals, they are written down, and they review them daily, and they track their progress towards that goal. So you can have a goal. Yeah, I wrote down a goal. Hey, I'm going to weigh this much by this time, or I'm going to make this much money by this time. But then what do you do with it? Do you create a plan around it? Do you read it daily? Do you track, okay, if I'm going to make $100,000 a year, how am I doing this week? How am I doing this month? What do I need to change? So having a goal and reviewing them daily. Surround yourself with the correct people. That is, peak performers surround themselves with other peak performers. Not necessarily, and if you've been listening to this podcast for the past several weeks, there's going to be things here that are very common in developing mental strength, in resiliency, in grit, and this is one of them, is surrounding yourself with the correct people. Peak performers surround themselves with other peak performers, not necessarily in the same genre that they are in, but they want to be surrounded with other peak performers so they can learn and aspire and keep that positive energy together. So if you want to make $200,000 this year, my advice would be don't hang around with people that are only making 50 because they can't help you. If you want to hang around, if you want to have friends and remove the price tag, or not the price tag, but remove the income from it, then great. Then don't put any label on your friends on how much they make. Just have them as friends. But if you want to make a certain amount, if you want to weigh a certain amount, if you want to lift a certain amount, if you want to achieve a certain amount of success, then you absolutely must surround yourself with the same people that have achieved similar success. Read regularly. This doesn't mean Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and Pinterest and all these other things. This means read something that's going to expand your mind, that's going to cause you to think, that's going to cause you to contemplate. There are great books out there, right? There's the Time best-selling list. And even if you don't read, if you're more of an audio person, that's okay. The point here is to accumulate information, knowledge that you can turn into wisdom, right? Wisdom is applied knowledge. So first you have knowledge, then you apply it, and then you have wisdom. But read regularly, listen regularly. And this would be, and I know podcasts are big, and thank goodness they're big because this is mine, but even podcasts, but make sure that there's something that's going to expand your mind, that's going to stretch your thoughts about what reality is, about who you are, about your beliefs, about who others are. We really want to stretch your thinking about it. I would avoid podcasts that focus on disease, that focus on ill health, that focus on all of these things that are wrong with us, and focus on how we can improve ourselves. So work towards your goals even when you don't feel like it. There's a saying that if the dream is big enough, the feelings don't matter. So you wake up, and let's say you have a certain goal about a weight that you want to weigh, and you don't feel like going to the gym. It doesn't matter. You get up and go to the gym. Peak performers push past their feelings because they know the feelings are temporary, but that lack of going after their goal is permanent because there's a momentum that builds up, and you want to keep that momentum going day after day, week after week. So work towards your goals even when you don't feel like it. This is so important because especially, if you have any type of a fitness goal or nutrition goal coming up here in the first of the year, you'll be inspired till January, then February. It's like, oh, I don't feel like eating this anymore. I don't feel like doing this. It doesn't matter. Your feelings don't matter for a peak performer to hit your goals. So just make sure you keep working towards the goals. Get up early. You would be amazed at how much you can get accomplished within the first 3 to 4 hours of the day. I get more accomplished in 4 hours in the morning than I get any time afterwards. And it's a time where it's quiet. It's a time that's creative. It's a time where I can work out. I can meditate. I can do my marketing. I can start to write. I can do things. And you can do the same thing. So that's me. I have my own business, but if you work for a company, you still can get up early. You can meditate. You can do yoga. You can work out. You can journal. There's so much. Get up early. There's all the great performers, peak performers, get up early because they know that that's their time. When you're involved in a lot of different activities, as between family, work, etc., you always can know when you start the day. 4 o'clock in the morning, but you may not always know when you're going to end the day because of family, because of work, because of other things. So I like to do all my stuff early in the morning because I don't know when my day is going to truly end. So that's it. Get up early. Minimize distractions. So when you're focusing on your goal or you're focusing on something, minimize distractions. Turn off your phone, turn it upside down, turn the ringer off, turn off your email, turn off all of that, and just focus on what you need to get done. Because interruptions cause delays in getting towards your goal or getting things accomplished. When you can just sit and focus and turn off the emails and turn off your phones and just focus on whatever you have to get done, whether it's a communication with somebody on the phone, whether it's writing something, whether it's doing some research. The more you can focus on what you want and just minimize those external distractions, the quicker you are going to achieve that goal. Be consistent. That means whether that's every other day, every day, be consistent in your actions. Your actions have to be consistent. This is the rhythm, the rhythm that builds up. It's like depositing money in your bank account. If you did it once in a while, it wouldn't accumulate as if you did it every single day. Like put 50 cents in the bank every single day, every single day, every single day. And you'll be amazed at the end of the year how much you've saved. But if you put 50 cents in this week and wait a month and then put 50 cents in, it's not going to work. You need to be consistent. That means you need to schedule your time and remind yourself what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. Take setbacks in stride. We're all going to get setbacks in everything, right? It's called correct and continue. Setbacks come. This is where mental strength comes in. This is where grit comes in. This is where resilience comes in. Is when the setback comes, you take it in stride. You're going, okay, this is what I plan for, but I will work around it by doing this, this, and this. So take them. When you peak performers and mentally weak, or non-peak performers and mentally weak individuals usually get these setbacks, they derail them. They cause just so much turmoil in their life that they just forget about the goal. Peak performers, mentally strong individuals, these setbacks come. Okay, was expecting something, wasn't expecting this, but we'll deal with it and move on. Number 9, make things happen. This means if it's meant to be, it's up to me, meaning you. So this means that you take the action. You don't let other people take action for your goals and your success. You have to take the action. You have to schedule your time. You have to put it in. You have to follow up. You have to continue follow up. If you're in sales, you follow up, you follow up, you follow up, you follow up, you continue. Whatever it is, you have to make it happen. If you're on a weight loss program and you haven't heard back from your nutritionist, you have to make it happen. You call. I don't care. Yes, I paid him this much money. It doesn't matter. It's your body. It's your health. You make it happen. You take the actions. You get it done. So these were the 9 secrets of peak performers. So, success is really within reach, and anyone can become a high performer with a positive attitude and habits that support their goals. A few lucky people naturally acquire an effective attitude and habits. The rest of us need to cultivate them. So pick a few of these secrets and begin to implement them this week in your life, and success is bound to come your way. If you need help with these, go to warriormindcoach.com, scroll down to the bottom where you can ask for an introductory consultation. If you listened to the podcast a few times ago, I've talked about the importance of having a mentor and a coach. Get somebody to help you implement these actions in your life regularly. Establish your goal. Embrace all 9 of these attributes and just start working at it. If you want some more information about peak performance, mental strength, grit, resilience, please visit warriormindcoach.com for more information. And while you're there, go ahead and request your introductory consultation. And also, please follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest under Warrior Mind Coach.